Hi everyone, Terry here from the Alternative Idol podcast, and we're back with none other than another podcast. As ever, I'm joined by, well, I would say Gary from Idoliship, but unfortunately he's not with us here today, but we do have John from Straight from Japan.
Hi, I'm here.
And our first and now second special guest, Mr. Derek Vasconi.
What's up? Hi everyone, good morning from Japan, yay.
What's up? We've got, a bit of a packed show today. We've got a few things that we need to talk to and talk about. Quite a few people here with us already. Thank you very much to everyone who's joined us for today. If you're looking forward to hearing Derek talk, then stick around to the kind of third part of the show, and we'll be going into quite a bit with Derek. So for the majority of you who are probably only here for Derek, stick around for that. And for the rest of you who are just here to listen to me and John drone on for a couple of minutes, then we will kick the day off with the podcast as usual.
Ready? we'll try to blow through the news quickly so we can get to what you all are here for, I'm sure.
Oh, let me put the welcome screen on, even though I only ever get to show it for a few seconds before I move on to the news. But yeah,
you guys are like too nice.
Let's move on. So starting out this week, I think it's actually me. So with the news, and it's some Chicken Blow the Idol news. Yes, covering Daichi's new little duo pair. Chicken Blow the Idol. They've actually got some song previews out recently that I haven't had a chance to cover yet. But more excitingly, I believe we covered the graduation of one of the Chicken Blow the Idol girls. She kind of left, Yomu or whatever her name was. I can't remember her name now. She was only in the group for such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I don't know if we did we even really cover that in depth or anything?
I think maybe we didn't get a chance. I know a lot of people were looking forward to seeing what Daichi was going to give us in kind of like a duet type setting. And now they've got this new girl who I believe was Leo. Please don't tell me I messed her name. Is it Leo?
Yeah, that's it.
It is Leo. Okay, yeah, cool. So I'm not going crazy. Yeah, Leo. Okay. And she seems to be the member that's actually done in the actual debut and everything like that. So yeah, this is the new member. Personally, I quite liked Yomu, but or Yomu. I can never say her name right, but yeah, she's gone for apparent reasons, and now Leo's here. So yeah. If you haven't heard the song previews, I think there were some of them actually in the group. Didn't we post them, John, in the Facebook group?
Yeah, they're in there.
Yeah, they're in there. So if you want to go and check out the some songs from Cheeky Blow or Chicky Blow the Idol or whatever you want to say, then yeah, go and check it out in the Facebook group Alternative Idol, and you'll check out some of their new stuff. That's our first thing. So I managed to chicken blow through that news, and we'll move on to the
second thing.
What we got?
Alloy. Momoko is graduating from Alloy. Really unspecified reasons. She's not completely leaving the Alloy management structure. Apparently she's going to continue on in a management role. She's just not going to do any more idol stuff, and she's completely retiring from the whole idol singing part. Her last day is the 27th of May, so if you're over there in Japan and you want to see her before she's gone, you got, a month and a half? Is that about right? Am I calculating that right?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah,
you're
yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So
that's a shame. She was like my almost Oshi from Alloy, because I'd only seen them once live, and I really enjoyed them live actually. So I was kind of like, who's going to be my Oshi from Alloy? And someone was like, yeah, go with Momo. She has some English and she's really nice to talk to. So I was like, maybe I'll pick Momo. I should never pick Oshis, because then they just disappear off the face of the planet, apparently. So yeah.
I've actually watched them since their inception. For some reason or another, I've always caught a lot of shows here in Japan with them on the bill, and they've grown so much from their first days to now. So yeah, I'm hoping that Do you think they'll find a replacement?
How many have they got? 4 or 3 still at the moment? 4, right? Was it 3 now?
I thought it was 3.
When she leaves, they'll be down to 2. They didn't say if they were going to look for somebody new, but I can't see why they wouldn't.
I would assume that there's plenty of fish in the sea. Let's be honest, there's so much talent going around at the moment. I'm sure they'll scoop someone up from somewhere, and they'll be placed in Alloy. So yeah, I think we haven't seen the last of Alloy. I think they'll be fine. I'm not
There's some nice, good, solid idol rock for sure.
I'm not quite sure why the picture I have of her is her holding like a guitar, but it was the only one I could find on Twitter at the time. So forgive me, people, on that one. But yeah,
Well, that's Alloy.
yeah, I'm not going to strum this out any longer. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, we've got, well, it just literally says what it is, Paul Louis. Obviously, on our April Fool's thing, we covered the fact that Paul Louis had started a YouTube channel, but it wasn't actually an April Fool's, but we failed to mention that at the time. It was just part of the news as it was kind of going through. So, yeah, Paul Louis kind of, yeah, she's been releasing her videos, she's been keeping up with it, and, yeah, there's been some pretty funny content coming out so far. Of course, if it's, you know, if you're not too up on your Japanese, or, you know, there isn't any, I don't think there's any subtitles on her videos, because it's her doing it as far as I'm aware. But yeah, if you want to see some, you know, ex-original BiSH members, and yeah, some of the girls from Billy Idol, and yeah, there's plenty of craziness going on her channel so far. So
yeah, they seem to have a lot of fun over there.
I think Watanabe put a tweet out saying maybe he should make a channel or something like that.
He did say that. He said he's going to become a YouTuber now. I think.
Yeah, because he's probably annoyed. He's like, oh, damn it, she's made like this BYS thing or whatever, which is, you know, is brand, was it? Something, should say, I don't know, YouTuber Society or something like that. She called it something crazy, which, you know, she's moved on from one thing and she started something new. But yeah, I'll definitely go and check it out. She's got quite a few cool videos in there. There's one of Uika from Billy Idol making some quite provocative sounds in one of the videos, and they all find it hilarious. And I was literally watching it on the bus, and it kind of came out of my phone, and a lot of people gave me a lot of strange looks, like I was watching like a Jav on the bus or something. So that was kind of worrying. So I'll have to make sure to put in headphones when I watch all of Paul Louis' YouTube videos now, from fear of being looked at bad in public. Thanks for that, Paul Louis and Uika. Thank you for that. So, have you checked out any of her YouTube videos yet, Derek? You not had a chance.
But now I really immediately want to do that. It sounds so good.
Go and check some of them out. Some of them are a bit, you know, a bit tame, but yeah, there's a few of them where they get up to some silly stuff, and you know, there's quite a few, you know, nostalgic members floating around in her videos. Of course, her friends. So yeah, it's nice. Cool. For anyone who's a fan of the, in brackets, original BiSH, then yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Awesome.
Believe it or not, that's pretty much the end of the news. For anyone wondering, yeah, we left Baby Metal out because the less said about that, the better. So we're going to move on to releases, and we'll just what else have we got?
Oh, hey, it's me.
Is it you?
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's my turn.
Nice.
There's only the two of us. We got Yanamute. New album coming out. Everybody's super excited for this one.
Oh my god, can't wait.
I should have given this one to Derek.
Yeah, we should have just let Derek do this.
No, please.
The title is Mirrors, and apparently pre-sales start at their lives on the 7th of May. It will be available nationally through like outlets and whatnot in June. 11 tracks. They haven't named any of the tracks as far as I've been able to find, and it's only 2,500 yen, which is pretty good for an album.
I would assume it will probably have the tracks from Holy Grail in it, like Palette and Holy Grail, as well as one of the other new songs that they had come out, and it's on their one-man DVD. I think they had 2 songs that were new. So there's about 3 or 4 songs that I think I know that will probably be comfortably on the album, and all of those songs are grade A material there from Yanamute. So yeah, I'm happy for that.
Yeah, their latest live that I saw them do with the band. They did a new song, I want to say, at the very end of that was just, it was like, oh my god, like it was such a crowd, like whoa. They had like this big chant part, and I don't think they've actually really played that song a whole lot. I think that might have been their first time they played it, and we'll probably see Ghost World on there and a few others, but I think they'll probably re-record what they've done with the Holy Grail EP, things like that. Because
Yeah.
usually, from what my understanding is, like if you're gonna put out a bunch of EPs, you're gonna like re-record stuff for like a full length. But who knows? I mean,
It's pretty much what they
it's
did for
yeah,
the first album, so I would assume it will probably carry over. Their material's normally so strong, and they put out a certain amount of it. They normally must end up on the album because they don't really
of
make
course.
filler tracks very often. Yeah, and Mute, so you're pretty much good.
Yeah.
Yep, it's all killer, no filler.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, super hyped for that. I love how the the tours and stuff are still carrying over the kind of the aqua water sea theme, with the puddle tour and so on. But now the new album it's called Mirrors. So yeah, they're not what I
Maybe they're
expected.
Moving away from the water.
Yeah, moving away from the water and moving towards glass. They've gone from one danger to another. I'm not quite sure what they're thinking. Be safe, Yanamu. Be safe. We need you to make it to America safely, please.
Yes, please.
So yeah, what we got up next? We've got some Aina news. Everyone loves Aina the End from BiSH, or Aina the Rear End, as she recently got dubbed by Gary, and I stole the joke and plastered it everywhere. So apologies to Gary for that one. If you're listening, I think he's probably still at his gig. So who knows? But apparently, this is a bit of a confusing one because I don't really follow it, right? So I'm going to try and get out there. So Aina the End, and is his name UK or UK from Moroha?
No.
How'd you pronounce the
I
name?
got that. Sorry, it's Moroha.
Moroha,
And
yeah.
he's based in the UK, from what I understand.
Oh, so his name's Moroha. Oh, okay, cool. And together they're going to be covering a song called Bacteria, which is by Hide, is the artist, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so they're doing like an album thing, which is called like the Hide Tribute Impulse, which is for this group. And it's going to be 3,000 yen, the usual price for like an album type thing. It's going to be released on the 6th of June, so cool on that one. It's quite funny because Moroha and Aina together, their kind of group name put together, that they've coined it as Sex Friend. So obviously we've had Holy Sex, we've had all the other names like Whack as Fuck. So yeah, now we've got this kind of coupling between Aina and Moroha, and it's called Sex Friend, probably named by from Watanabe just to make Aina feel uncomfortable, but it's hilarious nonetheless. So yeah, they're covering the song called Bacteria. If you don't know, Hide was a guitarist for X-Japan originally, right? Something like that. But he did his own stuff as well.
Along with other groups. I think he had a group called Spread Beaver. He also did some solo stuff.
Sorry, I
yeah.
wasn't ready for the Spread Beaver. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Apologies.
I think that was the name of it.
That got me good. That one. And apparently this is being done in tribute to the 20th anniversary of his death. So yeah, rip Hide, and looking forward to hearing this song and looking up Spread Beaver later on Google. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah, Google, please.
It'll be a little safer on YouTube if you look it up.
Don't worry, I'll use incognito browser before I enter any of those words. So let's move on to our next segment for today. You want to take us away on this one, John?
Oh, it's some good old whack stuff. BiSH 1 and 2 are releasing the single. The title
is it
and
Bist
tracks.
Bisant?
It's BiSH and Bisant.
Yeah. That's how I've coined
But,
them to remember it.
The title of the release has not been named. It's to be announced. Track names are to be announced. But what we've gathered is both groups will be releasing the same song.
Mm-mm.
Well, actually, 2 songs and then 2 instrumentals of that. And the release is going to come from BiSH the First is releasing 3 versions.
Okay.
One is a Blu-ray, the good old 10,000 yen Blu-ray edition,
Okay.
which is going to come with a CD of the single, a Blu-ray of the second beginning tour final, Who Killed Idol. Some of you may have watched that. I think it came across what's that? Nico Nico? Was it Nico?
Yeah,
Nico?
yeah, I think it might have been, yeah.
and then apparently a live CD of that show and a photo book.
Okay.
There'll also be a DVD version, which will come with just the single and a DVD of that live, and then just your standard version.
So I think I'm getting this right, but you're saying that BiSH first get more versions? They get
Yes.
So they get all like the 10k yen thing and all that sort of stuff, or is it? There's probably not a 10k yen, or is there? Yeah, there is. Yeah, Type A.
Yeah, 10k yen Blu-ray, 4,000 yen DVD version, and 1,000 yen standard single.
But that's only for BiSH first, which includes. That's the one with Momo.
That's
Land,
Godzilla, Momo. Yep. The, as people are calling it, the lesser of the two.
It's the Misfits. It's the or is it the Bisfits?
Yeah, it could be.
Could be the Misfits. Who knows? I can't believe they haven't ripped off a Misfit shirts and had Misfits yet. Have they already done this and I missed it?
I don't know of one, but they may have. They should.
Well, I say rip it off. It's a homage in brackets. Yeah.
Yeah, but second unit only gets a 1,000 yen CD release.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, kind of getting the short end of the stick there.
And that's the one with like Pan Luna and Periubu.
Yeah.
Oh bless.
Yeah.
Oh bless.
Who is that? That's Pan Luna, Periubu, and Aya.
Is Aya? Aya's in the second one,
or
as
is
well?
it Kika?
I think Kika's
is
there.
It Kika
no, wait,
Aya?
no. Kika must be in with the Bisfits. Let's be honest. She must be.
Yeah.
And they've got, and they don't they have Yuina as well, or did Pan Luna and that look get Yuina?
I think Yuina is in first. I can't.
So you've pretty much got the Misfits, and the people that don't even want to be in the group at this point. Bless them.
But I'm still waiting for this all to flesh out to before.
Yeah.
I'm reserving final judgment on this BiSH thing. I'm not gonna fly off the handle.
I'm gonna wait until the full beaver is spread before I make my judgment.
Boom.
We'll see.
Wrong topic, buddy. Wrong topic. That was the last one.
Well, we can move on from some beast to some bish or bish. Me and my pronunciations. Yeah, and we're moving on from Paint It Black to Hide It Blue. So yeah, all the fascination with colours from BiSH at the moment. This is a single, right? It is still a single.
Yeah.
It's another single. Okay, so we've had one single, now we've got another single. So this one's going to be released on the 20th of June, but the actual single track is actually already available on iTunes from actually the 11th. So if you have iTunes Music or anything like that, go and check out the track. I'm supposed you've already got an MV for it, so you probably already heard it. But if you want it and you want to put it on your phone or your MP3 player or whatever, go get it from iTunes or wherever else you can get it from. Free versions as usual with most whack releases these days. Your 10,000/11,000 yen version, your 5,000. Jesus, these ones are expensive. Okay, 5,000 yen version and your 1080p yen version. So yeah, I read it and I was like, why have I added P on the end? It was just automatically. So far, track listing for the 10k yen version, you've got the two singles, which are of course Hide the Blue, which is actually comes up second in the listing, but it's the name of the release, which is kind of odd. Which is kind of what they did with didn't they do that with A Whole Lot of Love as well? They put Die Promise first, didn't they? Which was kind of odd.
Yeah, I think that's
That's been a bit odd recently, but yeah, the kind of actual A track is actually Life Is Beautiful, which I believe we've heard.
I think we've heard it.
I think we've heard it as well. Yeah. Life Is Beautiful and of course Hide the Blue, and you have the 11k yen version, which is of course the first press limited edition version, which will get you the usual stuff. CD plus Blu-ray plus photo book. The usual good. BiSH 10k versions that you're going to get. Of course, then you're going to get your step down, which will be your 5k, which will be your CD and DVD version, and then you'll go down to your Peasants and Swine version, which will be CD only, and that will be 1k yen.
Yep, and we don't know what's on that Blu-ray yet.
That 1k yen version will be the version that you buy at the release events to get checky. So make yourself at home with that CD and own many of them. That's all I can say on that one. And There isn't actually a thing that actually says what the Blu-ray or DVD is, right? Not yet, at least.
No, they haven't announced that yet.
Okay, so
I'll
stick around
assume
for
it's
that
their
one.
last tour final and the music videos.
Yeah, I would say
be.
that's probably an informed guess, and it probably makes sense. And as far as I'm aware, is it the Hide the Blue track, which is actually the end theme for 3D?
That's the way I understand it. Yeah.
So it's like 3D girlfriend, real girl, or something like that, or 3D something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's like 3D Kanojo Riaru Garu, which I'm guessing is just like English for real girl. Well, it's just pronounced in katakana, I guess. Whatever. So that's pretty much BiSH done for today. I'm not going to ask anyone's feelings on that because we can deal with that when we get to the MV section. So we'll keep everyone's opinions of recent BiSH around for that section. What we got up next, John?
We got another release. Surprise, surprise. We're full of releases. It's Mina no Kodomo-chan. I was just about to say album because it's an album.
Oh, it's actually an actual album.
Yeah, 11 tracks. It's coming out the 23rd of May. It's called World Without Walls, except in Japanese.
I like that. Just World Without Walls in Japanese.
You can do a reverse translation on that.
Okay. Fair enough.
But as far as albums go, it's this one's coming out in 3 versions, and they're all the same price. They're all 2,500 yen, which I think is pretty reasonable for an 11-track release. They come in a regular version, a cinnamon version, and a Hanoka version. So one has this cover here with the 2 members standing in front of this fancy background with their little signboards on. The other one, the cover is, and then one for each member.
Oh,
it
okay.
just has their picture on it.
So it kind of reminds me a bit of what Deep Girl did, where they had the single, but with different pictures on. Only this is an album. I suppose when you've only got 2 members, it makes it quite easy to just do a 2-member version, like 1 member this, 1 member that.
And as far as I could find, the track list is the same on all. I mean, the only place that had a track listing was Tower.
Yeah.
And they only had a track listing for the regular version.
Until you find out that the single girl versions is actually just all of the single girl's vocals and doesn't feature the other girl.
Yeah, they may do something like that. I don't know.
Hopefully not.
I can't speculate on that. They just didn't have track lists, so.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people are excited for these girls. I don't really listen to them.
Well, I mean, didn't they win? They won Homicidal's tournament, right?
Oh, the tournament. They did win the tournament.
They did
so
win
a
the
lot of
tournament.
people were
Indeed.
excited about that.
Well, I don't know who voted for them. I still can't find anyone who voted for them. So I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I voted for KTA myself.
Yeah, pretty much me too. But I'm a scrub, so of course I voted for KTA. Kodomo mental, hook it into my veins, inject me with new music, please. Pretty much. So what have we got on the track list, John? Read us out some of your lovely names.
You want me to actually? I thought we were blowing through this, so I was just going to skip that.
Their titles are quite interesting, so I thought we'd throw it out there at least.
Oh, okay. Well, I will read the English ones because I did not transliterate the Japanese.
Yeah, definitely. Go
on. Falcon, you should die. I want to kill the morning.
Yep.
15 nights, my deceased one. I want to die if I wake up. What is with this?
This is why I got you to read them out.
What the heck?
Their fascination with death is probably taking it to new levels. Even Necro doesn't mention this death this often in titles of songs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's a whole lot of death songs.
My deceased one. Is it like talking about a cat maybe or a fish or?
I don't know. Yeah. I want to die if I wake up.
I mean,
what is going on?
I want to die if I wake up is a big mood, to be honest, for me most mornings. So who knows?
That's that comes after I want to kill the morning.
Oh, of course, yeah, that works really well then.
Yeah. Wow.
They have a title called
now I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, just to see these titles, they've got You Know What is a title, Incense Fragrance. So yeah, that's cool. They should have had Intense Fragrance. That just sounds like Intent. And then they got one called, is that a song at the bottom that says TBA, or is that another song?
No, it's the last track isn't, they don't have a title yet.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that was the actual name of the song for a second, TBA. I was like, that'd be quite funny. It's like whenever groups make songs called like Untitled Chorus and stuff like that Zenbu Kimi did, and you're just like, what? I thought for ages that the song was unnamed until they released the MV, and it was actually called Mudagasho, I think it was. I was like, oh, that is the actual title. They weren't just trolling me. Thanks, Zenbu Kimi. Nice. So that's pretty much it for me now.
That's all about that.
Yeah, so once the album's actually out, I'll probably go and check it out, and maybe I'll understand why they won the popular vote. It's considering no one voted for them. Well, at least I don't. Someone did some. Oh, actually, but to be fair, apparently their management engaged with the tournament and sent out a request to the fans of Mina no Kodomo-chan. So of course the Japanese fans might have made a big effort, because obviously we know how crazy the Japanese fans can get with votes. So who knows? Let's move on with our next section, which is however you I never know how you say their name. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I've just had a stroke or something. And they've got is it a single? Have I messed this up? It is a single, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it? No, it's an EP.
Well, it's like a maxi single.
Oh, okay, it's a maxi single. Okay, yeah. So, and it's called Jubilee. It's out on May 23rd. Apparently, there's going to be a limited edition and a standard edition. 3 tracks on the limited edition, but there's going to be 6 tracks on the normal edition. So you get...
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just 3 instrumentals, so it's not really that big a deal. You get the track listing's going to be Jubilee, Eve, and Unicorn, and of course, if you get the normal version, you also get the instrumentals for all 3 of those tracks. But the main thing is, look at that packaging, guys. Terry loves a bit of digipack, I tell ya, because everyone always laughs at me and says go marry your digipacks. But this is the digipack to end all digipacks. This is the Mount Vesuvius of digipacks. This is the sacrifice me at the altar of digipack. Look at this. This is...
Yo, I'm assuming that when you close that, it folds in on itself.
Oh yeah. And it brings the CD like horizontal.
It hands you the CD.
That's fucking dope. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Necro.
You open it up and the CD gloriously rises out of the container.
If Necro could make one like this, please, for the album, where it's like a dead hand handing you the single or like the album or something. Ricky, please emoji, please give us something like that. That's dope. That's very, very dope. What a polite CD. It's like, here you go. Please listen to me. Thank you very much. I like it.
When's that coming out?
That's coming out on May 23rd. So still a way away, but yeah, I haven't actually picked up any physical Amina releases. I've only been really getting their digital stuff, but this CD is just, it's too cool. Just to have it on my shelf, just gonna be like, yo, look at this, guys, pow. You know what I mean?
I might have to get me one just for the fun.
Yeah.
You just open it up and say, wow, look at this.
Look at that. I've never listened to it, but it looks really good. Alright, we can move on to our last one. This one actually popped up kind of out of nowhere. I was just like, oh yeah, plenty of Oyasumi hologram releases already coming. What with the acoustic thing that's coming soon. It's sounding amazing. They've actually recorded that really well, so I'm really excited for that, because Oyasumi are amazing acoustically, as well as, of course, DJ and band. I'm sure Derek can attest to that, because his love of Oyasumi probably beats mine.
And yeah, I sneezed for them. Yes.
Good.
No, yes, they're incredible. Live with a band, it is a very special treat to see Oihalo do what they do, and they do it so well. So this is great stuff.
So they have that basically, and of course they've got the album that's then coming out as well. So yeah, Oyasumi have got so many releases, ridiculous at the moment.
Yeah, well, this one's already out. It came out on the 11th, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's split. Well, it's not really a split, I don't think.
It's more of a collaboration.
It's maybe like a half collaboration? Or is it a full? I don't know. It's Oyasumi Hologram and Love Spread, who I'm assuming is a band.
I think it's the next stage of Spread Beaver. It's not just Love Spread.
I don't think it is. But Yeah, it's got 2 songs on it. One's called Oyasumi Forever, which is the title track, and that's the name of the release. And then a remix of Mother. It says Mother Love Spread Remix. So I'm assuming it's like a band version of Mother.
Yeah, it's like a kind of like an 8-bit kind of like, if you imagine like you took a Sega Mega Drive and some other stuff, some like retro consoles, and you kind of smashed them together in like, you know,
Is this like a chiptune version?
kind of like, you know, with Pro Tools and, you know, a Sega Mega Drive, and then you force-fed Mother over the top of it. I would also like to say that even though there's a lot less to the instrumental on this one, which you'd think would be difficult compared to the original, I also still can't understand any more of what they said in that song than the original.
You mean in their English?
Well, yeah, I remember when we was at the acoustic live and they played this song, I remember very distinctly Hachigatsu and Kanemaru basically looking over us like, fuck, the foreigners are here and we're singing the song that's got the worst possible English in it. I just remember them both started to sing the song and they're like, oh no, they're going to realise that this song isn't... And we're all singing along. We don't know what the fuck we're saying, but me and Gary and Mike had all listened to the song plenty of times. So we're just like, we're just going to make up whatever we think it says in English and sing along. And they seem to enjoy it, so it was quite funny. Gary's here.
Yeah. Oh, look at him.
He's in. His spanner is here. So yeah, eat your takeout, bro, and then come join us. Who knows? Things might get interesting if they haven't already been for everyone, hopefully.
Well, one thing I couldn't find on those release was the price.
I paid...
You know that off the top of your head?
I paid about 1,000 yen on Ototoi, because you can get it on Ototoi, but you can also get it on Apple Music, which I didn't realise because I bought it on Ototoi. Dragged it into my iTunes, and then my iTunes was like, yo, you could just get this on Apple Music. And I was like, oh, for God's sake.
You're like, too late.
Too late, I bought it now. It's fine, they got my money, I want them to anyway, I don't care.
Yeah, well, you got high bit rate now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was like ALAC or whatever.
24 megahertz, ultra high bit rate.
Ultra high beaver, it sounded the best. Right.
You stop with the beaver stuff. Stop it.
That's going to be the title of this podcast. I'm telling you.
It's all about the beaver.
Yeah. That's it. Well, so we're moving on to, I think it's videos. I think
there was no song previews, which is weird.
Well, there kind of was, but there wasn't anything that was really not just like a Twitter clip, if you get what I mean. There's been a lot of Twitter clips of songs and stuff recently, but not so much.
There was like no Zenbu Kimi previews.
Yeah, no, like we've already covered the SoundCloud clip from Oyasumi, so yeah, there wasn't really much to thingy. I'm sure there probably was something, and someone will say in chat in a minute, and be like, but you missed this, you fools. But it's fine. We can move on to MVs. I just realised this MV is Empire, so this stream will probably get blocked before I manage to upload it again. So I might have to edit this later on. But yeah, here's Empire with Mad Love. I've got a reaction coming out to this, but I still haven't put it out, so you guys are gonna get my reaction before I actually even get to put the reaction video out. This song is I love the aesthetic of this song. I'm very, very a big fan of the, you know, retro filmed 4x3 aspect with the, you know, VHS almost quality. I'm quite a big fan of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Bit of a nostalgia nerd, slightly. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and we call that a flat ratio in the film business as opposed to scope, which is widescreen. Fun fact.
Widescreen, the widest of screens. All we need now is I need to download this, and I need to put it on a VHS and play it on like a CRT monitor or something for the like genuine experience.
There you go.
And open the blinds so I get some glare off the tube, and then that'd be like
absolutely beautiful.
That's how I need to experience it.
What do you think of the tune?
Mad Love, yeah, it's really good. I've got the album obviously, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, well, the album's good. I don't know what everybody's... Why is everybody hating on Empire, man?
I didn't know. I thought
why are you hating?
I thought everyone's hate had dissipated now. I thought they just moved on to hating Watanabe again.
Nah, people are still... Empire...
I mean, I'm still a little bit...
Whack, BiSH orchestra knockoff group.
I mean, they've definitely taken influences from stuff that's worked in other whack groups. We'd be silly to think that they're not, because if you're onto a winner, chicken dinner, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make sure that you take that formula and you run with it and you do other stuff and, you know, you experiment, which is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but all their songs are good. I like their songs.
Yeah. I would say the girls are all coming into, you know, their personalities, because that's a big thing about whack girls normally, you know. They normally all have their own individual personality, and I think at first a lot of people were still learning to, you know, to get invested in Empire as, you know, as a group of girls who perform. I think it's because they hadn't, even though they'd been through the auditions, they hadn't quite had all the hardships that a lot of the other groups have endured yet. So yeah. Which is crazy to say, considering they came from auditions, which is pretty much the hardships.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I like the song, like the video. Album's good. Not much more I can say.
What about you, Mr. Dedike? Have you any feelings on this Empire song?
Have you heard it?
Yes. Unfortunately, John, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that I don't ascribe to the likingness of likingness isn't even a word of Empire. I mean, I get it. You know, like they're a whack group and always high quality, high production, all that great individual members within groups. But for me, it's just, I think my tastes vary to a little bit more.
You like stuff
blend,
a bit more on the raw side, you know.
Yeah, or, you know, out of the whack groups, you know, I mean, they're all good. Don't get me wrong. I definitely enjoy what they're putting out as a whole. I guess for me, I've like kind of forayed more over into certain other groups, and yeah, but I wish them all the best, you know. And this is certainly going to help them. If you like Empire already, well, there you go. This is only going to make you like them more. I think it's not going to detract from that.
Yeah. Good, well spoken. You know, not his thing, but doesn't knock it. Always a good response for most stuff. But let's move on to our next MV for today. And boy golly, this was a song. Hopefully that I didn't leave the audio on, because otherwise we're all about to get blasted. And it was Broken by the Screen with Dodo and Pa. Is there another way I should be pronouncing this, Derek, or is it just Dodo and Pa? Dodo and Pa.
I think your guess is as good as mine. I don't even know if it means anything.
Someone said apparently it's like the name of like a move or something from Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, what? So I have no idea. Apparently it's got Dragon Ball Z references, so I have no idea. But yeah, this song is like heavy AF. That's all I can really say on this one. I probably had the most fun I'd had on a reaction video in a while when I heard this song. So I literally sat down, strapped it on, and was like, oh boy, this is going to be a journey, and just kind of went with it. I think at one point I was kind of like shooting off Uzis at like the screen, and yeah, I was having a whale of a time, especially with the da 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 bit is amazing.
Oh, they're awesome. And live, they pull that off so well. I actually think I might be in this MV somewhere, because I think they were filming at the one show that they did with KTA that I went to a couple weeks ago or whatever. So
yeah, because Ethan was there, because Ethan was the one that told me the song was coming. He was like, they've just done a new song, like a duet between Io and Kagura. So yes, he was there, because I remember Ethan saying that he see you. So yes, you and Ethan are both in there somewhere, in that madness that I'm very jealous that I wasn't at.
Oh, it was definitely one of the better shows I've been to, and it was so much fun. Those girls, by the way, and again, I'm sure you've heard this, or maybe people wondering if like EO can actually do those lows. Yeah, she pulls that off flawlessly live, and the other girl that does the highs, oh my god, when she goes into like that, like it's like like I think the whole time I was like doing my like death metal like headbanging and pressing my hand up like you know, you put the claw up in the air like you're like invoking the goddesses of death, and which pretty much is what they are on stage. Oh, it's too good. They are so
I
good.
can just imagine you flapping around in the pit like a pterodactyl.
No, you know what? I did want to flap around the pit, but I didn't want to lose my spot because again, Japanese fans being as nice as they are, they let me up front for that. Like they literally pushed me up front and was like, "Go enjoy." So I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna move," but believe me, I wanted to throw down because there's some parts in these songs you just want to kill people. There were people killing people in the pit. Like
Yeah.
it was brutal in there considering how small that place was. Like I was impressed, but yeah,
where was this at in the end? I can't remember. Do you remember what venue this was?
No, was it Garrett? No, it wasn't Garrett. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. I don't remember. I just remember it was very small, and I saw Broken there this night, and then like I think the next night, the night before, I saw like the There's and Make My Shelter.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah, so it's a small club, but like real chill club and fun. They don't care what you do there, so it's just. But it's small. Like you cannot avoid the insanity.
Yeah, that's pretty much the best way of it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
especially them.
Let's move on with Broken by the Screen before we get too crazy, and we can move on to Spark Speaker with My Life, and this song kind of caught me off guard when I checked it out earlier, just because of the abundance of English in the song, especially the chorus.
Yeah, and it's a little slower fare for them. It's more of a ballady type tune than
I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, I should say that I don't think the English in the chorus was pulled off that great. It was okay. The pronunciation's really good. I just don't think that it was just really odd because like they sing really well in Japanese and then there was like a bit in English and I was just like the chorus is like really cringy. Not because of who they are or whatever. It's just the song, you know, like It's My Life, you know, it's now or never. Wait, I'm definitely not singing that song. I was like, wait a minute, what song am I singing here? I was like, that's definitely the one I'm supposed to be singing. But yeah, I thought it's okay. I've had more favourite songs from Spark Speaker. I've heard better. But, you know, it's always good to have a song like this, you know, in your utility belt for, you know, sets and that sort of stuff. Everyone needs a mid-tempo ballad, you know, that you can bring out, especially during, like, longer sets. Everyone needs an up and a down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a song I'm going to turn off if it comes up in the rotation. That's
sure. Hell no. But all of Spark Speaker stuff is more than happy enough to be in my playlists. I always have them in there and I play stuff through. Like, are they something that I specifically, you know, like, turn on? No. But are they stuff that I listen to, you know, on a regular basis? Yeah, they're in there, you know what I mean? Which is normally quite a big thumbs up from me, to be honest, considering I have so much music on the go at one point that I have to keep up to date with. So, yeah, if you manage to stay around in the mainstream playlist, you know, like stuff that I play on a daily basis, then you're doing all right. So, yeah, shout outs to Spark Speaker for keeping it up there, definitely. Especially their production quality as well has actually been pretty good.
Yeah, that's the best description of them I think ever, because that's literally verbatim how I feel about them. So that's cool.
Yeah, like it's all right. I think I'd probably more be interested in seeing them do one of their like guerrilla lives on the street rather than probably see them in the club. But I don't know. We'll see. What have we got up next? Up next we've got none other than Zen Kimi.
Doing the Zen Kimi song in a long time, I think.
Yeah, with Tonari Kore Arata, stuff like that. Probably not right, but who cares?
All the requisite beeps and boops are included in this track.
yeah, and of course the I can't remember if it's the Siva or the Geshi like lyric motion. I'm sure it's Siva, I think. You know, like their actual them singing just becomes another instrument of
it has that certain cadence to it.
Yeah, that always really works, and it's always when they write a certain song like that, which is really cool. So also, you know, the whole kind of Mishiro now has blue in her outfit, leading me to believe that the hunt for the fifth member is done and they're not getting one. And they've like, screw the blue member, it's bad luck, just give it to Mishiro because she's not going anywhere, let's be honest. So we'll just put it on Mishiro. To be honest, I think she's been complaining that her outfit has been boring for ages because they couldn't do anything with it compared to the other girls. Because no matter what you do, it just looked like a white dress. All the details just blended in. So now she's got a bit of blue, you know. It pops a bit, which is nice. Megumi's also kind of strange to me because I'm used to seeing her using white and red, and now she's got black and red. So it kind of much more darker, you know, feel to her outfit.
Yeah, and the red is darker too.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. She definitely kind of stands out from them now because a lot of them is more like lighter colors. Apart from Yotsu, of course, with her poison green apple look. But yeah, it's it's your standard video really. Cyclops meets girls, Cyclops gets makeover, Cyclops gets bullied by Ombu Black Ops from Naruto. Really standard video, something you'd see all the time. So I'm not 100% sure on what's going on, but I was interested in it nonetheless. And Kodomo's, their way of shooting videos is always interesting. Plenty of character, plenty of video effects. Is it my favourite Zenbu Kimi video ever? No, but it's good enough. And it shows off their new outfits and them harkening back to a more original style from them quite nicely. So I'm happy and excited for the new single. That's my take at least. I'll let you boys give yours.
Oh well, I think we covered the song pretty well when the preview came out. But yeah, as for the video, production value is always super high with their stuff because that's
Kodomo.
what they do.
Yeah. What about you, Derek? Are you a big follower of the Zenbu Kimi?
Not particularly a big follower, but again, they're another group that I definitely want to see succeed. And again, they've been doing this a while now, haven't they?
They've been around for quite a while. Yeah.
Couple years,
right. So in the idol world, that's like 40 or 50 years.
In
so it's
idol
like,
terms, probably, yeah.
I'm so happy for them. I wish them the best with it. Not my thing particularly, but I definitely really want them to do well. And I think this will help them do that, don't you? I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people enjoying it because it sounds more like what they originally get into for Zenbu Kimi. Obviously, Zenbu Kimi, what Kodomo's like. They experiment a lot, and KTA is like an amalgamation of Surizuri and Zenbu Kimi. And Zenbu Kimi was always the more kind of bubbly, synthy, almost Demperish side, and Surizuri was the more emo, post-hardcore stuff. And then KTA is like, yeah, fuck it, all that together. Plus synth, plus ASMR core. We're gonna whisper you to death, and it must be so hard.
Some rap in there.
Yeah, we'll toss some rap in there as well. Why not? We're gonna shit on Rhineberry while we're at it and just try and throw some rap in. Not to say that Rhineberry are bad, by the way. I love you, Rhineberry. I'm very very happy that I'm gonna get to see you hopefully next time I'm over there. So before any Rhineberry fans kick off at me, I listen to Rhineberry on a daily basis as well. Yeah, so. Chotto mate, bro. Right, let's move on to our last video, which is BiSH with Hide the Blue. I'm much more happy with this song and MV than I was with Painted Black. Not only because the girls don't look awkward, but they're just in normal outfits and having fun. Some of the faces that they pull in this video are hilarious. I don't know if anyone's watched this enough to pick up on the faces, but there's a couple of times in the video where they all basically like pull silly faces and that sort of stuff, and some of the faces that they pull, if you manage to pause it and look at them, are hilarious. And they do this little head wobble bit at the end of one of the choruses, I think it is, and they do like a little head wobble together, and it's probably one of the cutest things I've seen from BiSH in a long time. Song wise, I thought it was going to start off a bit like orchestra at first, and it kind of had that feel. But then it kind of really changes it up a bit, so it's kind of like a new take on that sort of thing. Choreography is quite plain, quite basic, but it's kind of easy enough to dance along to. The main thing with the video is more just artistic, you know what I mean? Like the whole kind of makes them book girlish in a way. You know what I mean? Set in a room.
It's that one set aesthetic.
Yeah. One set, kind of like IKEA core background, I don't know. That's what it reminds me of with the clouds and stuff. Really cool. Oh, maybe here's where they do the head wobble. I'm sure it's soon at some point, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm more impressed with this than I was with oh, and they even got a spanking, just to throw it out there. I forgot about that. BiSH are now doing the spank as well. So and there's the head wobble. You'll see that in a few seconds. When I first watched that, it was hilarious. So I'm quite happy and pleased with this. Yeah, I wonder where Gary is. I don't know how big this takeout Gary got was, but maybe he'll appear at some point. Who knows? All we'll hear is, "Hey, how's it going, guys?" And then Gary will appear. So we'll have to see. Whoa!
Oh, speak of the devil.
That was really crazy.
Are we speaking?
No, he's not actually here. He's just winding us up. Don't worry. He's just in it to listen to us. But I would say, thank you for joining us. But we've got more. But I'm gonna have to leave it on the thank you screen because I didn't make a picture of Derek's face on the screen, which I should have done.
That's okay.
But what I'll do is I'll take it back to news and info, and we'll just say that we're covering a few things with Derek today. But I thought we'd do it more of like a little chat, a little interview just between all of us. You know, we could pick up on some different points. Yo. Is that you, John?
No, it's me.
What?
Oh, it's you.
Gary.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Gary.
Sorry, he sounded like John for a second. I was very confused.
Yeah, I'm on.
What an insult.
I'm on the portable setup, boys. It's not the.
Nah, you sound good. Don't worry.
Expect.
Gary joining us all the way from Glasgow.
All the way from like 100 miles down the road. Aren't I a trooper?
So it's not like 5 or 6 in the morning for you then, unlike Derek. But
I wouldn't have got up at 5 in the morning to do this. I'm going to be totally honest with you.
But yeah, Derek, are you ready for us to start your grilling, as it was?
Yes, let's grill. Let's get the cheese going. Come on, let's go.
So, as you know, Derek, do you want to quickly just? I'm sure a lot of the people know who you are because you were on there last time. But for any of those who don't know who you are, do you want to give yourself a quick introduction? Emphasis on the quick, but yeah.
No, I know because I can be so long-winded. I agree. I'm Derek. A blogger, author. Now recently working with idols directly, and yeah, that's me. That's super quick.
Cool. So he's the guy who previously did the US Necro tour. For those of you who might want to find something relevant that is something that you was involved in or visited, then yeah, that's one of the things. So yeah, Derek, you recently moved to Japan, right? Oh, you're in Japan now? Yes. Are you not?
Yeah, last month.
Yeah. So I was going to say, like, how's that going for you at the moment? Tiring or how are you adjusting?
It's tiring. It's tiring, but in a good way, you know. Never a dull moment in Japan. You ever come here, you know what I mean by that. It's there's always something going on. It's it's been fun. Just hard work too, but fun, and I'm doing what I love, so can't complain.
So you said that you were working with idols, right? I don't know if I can mention the whole, you working with thingy, right? That's fine. That's all out there.
Yeah.
So
that's all out there.
So I don't know if people know. Obviously, he did the US Necro tour and that sort of thing, and he's doing the festival. But we'll talk about that later on. But Derek's actually also working now with Ricky from Necronome Idol to actually help with Necronome Idol in Japan, right? As well.
Yeah, so we're going to, I think, make it a little more official here at some point. But again, just time moves kind of slowly in that regard with work because things, so much is popping off in Necroma's camp. But yeah, I'm working directly with them. I do a couple of things. Mostly lately, I should say, I've been doing a lot of their lives. I help out with Bupan, like I'm behind the merch table, basically. Me and the other gentleman, Kayano, we both help out, and also Ricky's been really grooming me towards production because I expressed to him that I really kind of want to do what he's doing, and so he's been basically my senpai, and a good one at that because he's been really trying to educate me. I've already made like at least 30 or 40 mistakes in the space of a month of working there, things that you would make and not even realize, as well as I guess it should be obvious, coming as a foreigner working in a very how shall I put it? Very Japanese oriented type business.
Yeah.
And I've made every mistake already that you can make, and I'll probably continue to make them. But Ricky's so patient. He's so kind to me. When I make a mistake, he's never a jerk about it. He uses everything as a teaching point. And I've been learning a lot about the idol business and like what it really is involved. And I got to tell you something real quick. It's not what people think. Everybody, thinks it's this easy. Oh yeah, it'd be so much fun to work with idols. It's fun, but it's not easy, not by a long shot. And you have to kind of give up being a fan, which, when I first got here, I was all fanboy, like to all my idol groups that I like. Now, got to be more staff. And that's a very painful choice to make, but you have to make it or else it's going to be awkward and weird for the idols you're working with. And that's been the biggest thing Ricky's been trying to drill into me. And, I had a kind of a wake up lesson with that, with a lot of different things going on. And yeah, that's what it's been like. It's been a learning experience, but a good one because I definitely am staying with this. I love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So the festival, if people don't know what we're talking about, of course we're talking about the East Meets West Music Festival, which is your next kind of project that you're doing at the moment, right? It is called that, yeah. So the festival, as far as we know, it's been announced in its entirety, pretty much across social media. Like, how does it feel to have it, it's all confirmed, it's all ready to go? Like, are you happy that now everyone knows what's going on, or?
It's months and months and months of planning and phone calls and emails and meetings with idol groups and meetings with other people. Yes, it's all done. Now tickets are on sale. The ticket sales have been going fantastic. 3 days, I'm already way up on that. We can talk about that more later. But yeah, it's great. I'm happy it's done. It's, the East Meets West Music Festival, first ever. Maybe there'll be more. I don't know. If it goes well, maybe we'll make it an annual thing. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, it's going to be at the Chain Reaction in Anaheim and August 18th and 19th.
So the festival takes place across 2 days, like you said, which is the 18th and the 19th. Was there any specific reasons for like those dates, or were they just the ones that fell into your lap when you was trying to organize it?
That was my saying August 18th, 19th. Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, so Tokyo Idol Festival, I believe, is the first week of August, and then I think there's another big festival at the end of August. So it had to be smack dab in the middle. But as it turns out, August 20th is my birthday, so it was also kind of a little gift to myself. I'm just gonna be honest and say, you know what? There's nothing I'd rather do on my birthday or near there than spend it with idols. So yeah, I mean,
it sounds like
it's sort of like my own treat. Yes, which by the way, if anybody wants to be awesome and throw a cake at my face at the show, or whatever you want to do, be my guest. I mean, let's have some fun. I would welcome that. It'd be very amusing. I'm a good sport about that kind of stuff, so don't be afraid. I mean, I don't want like 20 people to show up with cakes and then try to hit me the whole time. That would be kind of weird. But I mean, dodging cakes left and right, and end up hitting the idols, and then they're never going to work with me again. But no, I'm just saying, like, if you guys want to have some fun, please do. If not, that's okay too. It's not about me; it's about these groups. But that's also one of the biggest reasons. I was like, oh, this works out perfectly for my birthday. But also because Tokyo Idol Festival's first week, and there's some other festival later. I that literally was the only time.
At Jam, yeah, that would make sense.
That was literally the only time that Yanemu could get off, and I think Necroma had an open schedule at that point. Hanako, I don't think, had anything. So it was really Yanemu. I just wanted to make sure that it fit with their schedule, and I knew they weren't having anything there. So
nice. So obviously the two different dates on the East Meets West, obviously there are differences between them, right? So can you tell us the differences between the two dates, the 18th and the 19th?
The whole point of this festival, and the reason it came about, was because when I was on tour with Necroma, me and Ricky spent many hours talking, in the van, and he expressed a huge desire to put Necroma in front of people that would never normally have a chance to see Necroma. And so not just Idol fans. The Necroma tour in December, I did make that more for Idol fans. I mean, I felt like, this would be a good chance for American Idol fans to check out Necroma that, can't get to Japan. This time it's more about, I want to put Necroma in front of people that would probably like them, maybe like the metal crowd, but maybe never even heard of them. So that was the original thesis for the whole festival. That grew into what I decided to do, which was 2 days. Day one is these great metal, and it was alternative groups. Engines was on it. They're kind of indie-ish, but Engines unfortunately had to drop off, much to my disappointment, and theirs too. No bad words about that. They're great people. But at this point, it's just basically all metal, hardcore. I think we're gonna put Necroma in front of that group. That was good, and Yanemu also. I figured Yanemu fits right in there, and of course Hanako fits completely. So that was the thesis for day one. It's basically this merging of American metal groups and the Japanese idol groups. And by the way, the American groups, you got Name from San Francisco, Phoenix Ash, which is also from San Francisco / Tokyo, Wolf King, who I believe just dropped an album this month, which is amazing, and they're incredible. Name is also they're my old bros. I used to play with them, so like every time they play, it's amazing. And then of course you have the legendary, the almighty, the unbelievably talented Abigail Williams. Currently, I believe from where John's part of the woods is. Yeah,
they're from Olympia, which is that's where I live. Everybody knows now. Hey.
Yeah, yeah. So Abigail, they haven't done much lately, but this is a good way for them to come out and be like, hey, don't forget about us. We were, destroying your faces for all these years. And Abigail's also just they were so on this show. Like the second I announced it, they're like, oh, we're doing it. Like they love this idea. So proud to have them as my headliners or co-headliners with Necroma the first day, and then second day was more Japanese American idols meeting the Japanese idol, groups from Japan. I originally also had Chi Sakurabi on the show, who's a pretty big Japanese American idol, but unfortunately she had to drop off. That was unfortunate. Again, she, nothing, all love and respect to her and her camp. She just couldn't do it. But instead, we had Paprika Marie, who's an amazing Japanese American artist, and she does mostly the anime festival circuits. But she's also kind of like a spitfire. She's great. She's hysterical. She's also my MC for both days. She's going to be kind of MCing, and yeah, because I couldn't think of anybody better. Her personality is so larger than life, and considering how tiny she is, it's going to be fun to watch her on stage. And then also Fairy. Fairy is two girls that are going to come out of what is known as the Idol Academy in Los Angeles. My friend Elmer, who's also helping me run this show. He's also like the manager for Phoenix Ash, and also Paprika Marie. He created a place for people that are interested in being idols to actually learn what it means to really be an idol, and that's in Los Angeles. And Fairy is the first group to come out of that, and those girls are incredible. There might be actually a video floating around somewhere on YouTube, or will be, where you see me announce their placement on the show, because I saw them. Yeah, I saw them at the anime convention they did in Los Angeles, I want to say January, and I went to the convention specifically to check them out to see if they were any good, if I could put them on the show if they were ready. They blew me the F away. Like they're incredible. They're kind of like an Evander, like their pedigree, I think one's like half Japanese, the others I forget, but they're incredible. And so they're going to be amazing. They're going to be our openers. And also, we might have some Idol Academy students there. If there's anybody they have in class, I've invited their class to come and take notes and kind of learn and see what it really means to be a Japanese idol. So yeah, and then also the second day is more for fans. It's more for idol fans. Like, if you're a fan of idols, that is the day, definitely to go. But go to both days, because I made it super cheap. So, please.
We'll get on to like ticketing and pricing and everything like later on.
Yeah.
But recently, I'm sure some of the people on social media would have seen, we saw the guys at J-Pop Rocks, who are also one of the sponsors of the event, aren't they? So, and they were basically conducting interviews. They've already done one with Necronom Idol, and I believe the Hanako interview came out today.
Yesterday, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So, for you, yeah.
That was a good interview.
Yeah. So, you had a hand in arranging these, right? I assume. Or at least, Yeah. So, I was mainly just wondering, like, what the interviewing process was like. Assuming for Necro, fairly kind of straightforward. Quite a lot of people have interviewed Necro by now, and it normally goes quite, smoothly. But I was just wondering what it was like interviewing Hanako more than anything.
Right, well, let me rewind back and just say for a minute. When I say I set it up, it's really like, hey, Ricky, can you help me? Like, because it's like I can't speak Japanese like well enough to do it myself. So Ricky actually is the one that like kind of made this all work. So all props, love, and respect go to that guy, because he works his ass off and he does way more than any human being ever should. And again, I'm not just saying that because he's like now my official like senpai manager type. Like I just from working with him day in and day out, I don't know how he does it. I really don't. But we set up the interview with Necroma. That was like easy, no brainer. And Hanako, that took a little bit of time, but Hanako-san is, she's an individual. She was very fun to interview. She's very straightforward. She speaks her mind. She's brutally honest. She kind of, for being an idol, she really lets you have it if you make a mistake. And I love it. But that's her thing. That's her like whole character. Mm-hmm. She's also at the same time, like her gap is like she's the sweetest girl you're ever gonna meet. So like she's also extremely smart and businesslike and very business minded. So she was so much fun. J-Pop Rocks, they didn't quite know what to do with her. So, as a result, she cursed them, which I thought was pretty amazing.
I think my favorite part of the interview is where she goes, "I'm being taken somewhere. I don't know the details."
we explained, pretty much like everything to Hanako-san about the show. It's just like, oh,
Sounds
cool.
like
And
she
then,
was being kidnapped or something.
right, like in the interview, she made it sound like we're just like, you're coming with us, and she's like, oh, okay. It wasn't like that at all. But again, that's like her charm. She derails things. She derailed that interview.
She
And
definitely
actually, I don't
derailed
know
that
if
interview.
you had to be cut and chopped so much. I don't know if you realize that, because it was like there's so many times we had to stop and be like, what the hell is going on? And like there was at one point when she cursed Marco. I think me and Ricky, like we were laughing so much, like they had to stop and like we were like kind of like re-edit that, because it was just, we just did it. Like Hanako's like unpredictable. That's why like I'm so excited for her to come to LA, because it will truly be the craziest thing I think everyone's ever going to see in America, like as far as like an idol goes. Because I don't know what she's going to do. And I told her, I did tell her, me and Ricky spoke to her at length after that interview, just to go over everything. And I told her, like, whatever you want to do, I cover any and all expenses. Like, just do it. And she was like, okay. So I'm a little scared. I think we should all be very scared. But I think I will be handing out garbage bags or ponchos to everybody. So, and we might put that tarp down on the floor. So, because I don't want to piss off the people to chain. They're good dudes. But yeah, expect the full Hanako-san treatment. Also, too, just as a quick aside, there are other interviews coming. I did manage to. With Ricky again, set up, and this is already done. It just needs subtitled. An interview with Hamida System,
Nice.
and that interview, yeah, it was awesome. Those girls, wow, what they are so on top of their game, and their songs, they just keep getting better and better. Their choreo is ridiculous. And then also today, actually, in a few hours, Necroma has a big show with Ryan Berry, and I'm going to be doing an interview with Ryan Berry, and then also Okaki. I'm going to do a solo interview with Okaki from Necroma. We're going to talk about some very cool stuff about her being the ace and of Necroma. I kind of want to really kind of put that out there for her. And then tomorrow, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. But I got an interview with Yanekoto Sotomuto. I'm gonna be doing all three of these interviews myself. So I'm very excited. Thank you, J-Pop Rocks, for helping me, and thank you, Ricky, of course, for making it happen. Thank you, Taniyama from Yanekoto's camp, for agreeing, and Ryan Berry's camp as well, who were very gracious to do this, because it's a packed day today and they still made time. Yeah, I just want to put some stuff out there. So does J-Pop Rocks, because there's nothing out there, and for many of these groups, this is their first ever live English translated interview.
Yeah,
so
I think there's a lot of people I think there's a lot of people who are doing, wanting to do interviewing for, idols and stuff. But within kind of, the alt fandom, I don't think there's anyone that much doing, relevant interviews, towards what we're interested in. And I think, Necro, Hanako, Hamida System, these are the kind of interviews that I'm sure a lot of our listeners
and return our emails.
Yeah, poor Gokigen. Ichiho, please, we've got stuff on the cards. Jesus, I sound like someone else now.
You definitely do.
But yeah, but I big shout out to the J-Pop's Rocks guys. You guys are smashing it. And big representing really from going over there and getting all that sort of stuff done. So I know a lot of our probably subscribers and that sort of stuff. Guys, go get subscribed to J-Pop Rocks' channel if you haven't already, because that's where you're gonna find those interviews, I assume. And yeah, definitely go check them out. Yeah, big shout out to the guys at J-Pop Rocks. Yeah,
we're doing some too, which is awesome. I think. You guys are putting out some stuff too, yeah? So
yeah, ours is obviously more text based, obviously, as we haven't really got a chance to do video stuff. So yeah, ours will be normally more text, email based, that sort of stuff. It makes it more easier for the the language barrier. I can go and prep and get stuff translated and sort of stuff out myself, and then stuff will come back, and then we'll retranslate it and make sure everyone's happy with stuff before we put out the interviews.
We might have some coming soon. Now I'm really starting to sound like someone else.
Yeah, so yeah, there is. Obviously, we recently did Oisumi Hologram. I spoke to Agawa. He's a really cool dude. Yeah, we have some other stuff, and of course, John recently did his interview with Passcode.
Yeah,
I read both.
That was a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing. So yeah, there's
that was a thing.
There's that. There's that. Thanks to Passcode for that signed poster, by the way, that I won. Big shout out for that one. As much as
also too, I was gonna say, you guys did, I read everything you guys put out like that, and I just also want to say, well, I mean, obviously the people listening to this are already probably doing this, but in case you're not, like, go read those interviews. Like, especially the OSM hologram interview was really insightful. It just shows the thought process into putting in, like, the care that they put into, like, their songwriting. And of course, Passcode being as incredibly successful as they've been. I mean, I give you guys mad props and respect. Like, I'm not the guy that does interviews normally. I just thought, like, this would be fun to do and put out some, some stuff, obviously, to help with the East Meets West Music Fest, but also like for example, Ryan Berry and Hamida. I didn't necessarily have to do them, but it was like they're working hard. Necroma crosses paths with those groups quite a bit. Like, why not? Like, why not just get more stuff out there? J-Pop Rocks is awesome, but so are you guys. Like we need to keep the conversation going about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So good props to you guys for that.
Getting back on track for the festival talk, of course. 3 of the acts that you've got coming, right, to the festival are coming from Japan. And that probably isn't cheap. Was there any, like changes or decisions that you had to make along the way, with taking that into account, that you're bringing so many people from Japan, and of course yourself as well?
Yeah, it was very much not cheap. It's kind of funny. People think like this is easy to do, or like there's just money floating around, or I'm just getting people to give me money. Even with people helping and doing sponsorships, which
most of the money, Derek. Is this true?
Yeah, just let me put it out there. I'm really making bank on this. You're never gonna hear from me again after this festival. I'm gonna be, hanging out somewhere, just. Yeah, come on, like eat shit and die. Whoever said that, because honestly, like it's not really. I don't really think people understand. First of all, how incredibly complex it is to get this many people together to do a festival. It's not. I mean, this time it's not just one idol group. It's 3 big, idol groups / artists. The Necroma band as well. That was a change. I didn't know they were coming. Ricky really wanted them on the bill, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And so they're coming. The Necroma band is ridiculous.
Wait. So Necroma performing with the band?
Yeah, they're coming. Necroma. They're all coming. Yeah. So it's they're going to be there as well. That was not originally part of the plan, but I love any chance I can hang out with Yuji, the drummer from Chroma's band.
Awesome.
I'm going to do that. He's insane, but he's also a good friend. So yeah, so they're coming. So I got them plus managers plus producers. It's not cheap. And again, like I was saying, like even with people giving me, generous sponsorship, sponsorship money, Paul from Sweden has made this pretty much all possible because he gave a gigantic amount of money to make this work, as well as several of the Star Idol fans that, usually do this kind of stuff to help. A lot of people from my podcast 48 Talk gave a ridiculous amount of money that didn't have to, because it's nothing to do with AKB48. But yeah, like they. Even with all that, I'm still not, not paid off with everything. But it's an enormous endeavor just in terms of the man hours, the time. I just want to put this out there on record. I don't think people understand this. I'm not getting paid a fucking dime for this. This is all done labor of love. Will I actually make money off this? Potentially. But also, if I do, like, let's say I'm up $5,000 after every single person is paid, that's all going into the next thing I do. This is a non-profit endeavor for me. I have a job. I don't need to do this for money. And also, I don't think what people understand too is that, these groups have to take a week off of their lives to do this. Yeah. So they're not making money. They're losing. Yanemu does not need to do this. They can do a one-man live and probably make 30 times more what they're going to make doing this. So any money that is actually made, that I still have to pay them guarantees, which they're gracious enough, like Necroma, Hanako, and Yanemu are gracious enough to, like, not necessarily tell me they want X, X, and X. They're just saying, fuck it, let's go, let's play America, let's do something amazing. It's not... This is not a money grab. If it was, yeah, I would have a whole different approach to this, but it's not. I'm doing this because I love this. Everybody's doing this because they love it. So please, anyone out there thinking that, again, eat shit and die a horrible death, because you have no idea how hard and difficult this has been. And I'm not saying this in a complaining way. It's just, this is all done out of pure joy and love for the idol music, and that is 100% the truth. Every single person involved, this is not a money thing. Not at all. Sorry to go on there. I just pisses me off.
And it's 100%, and it's something I'm glad that you covered.
I think money.
It's all for money, right?
It's good. Well, money's going to be a theme of the next few questions, but.
You guys are basically making a lot of money doing the podcast, right? I mean, you guys are pretty much rich at this point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm losing my job soon. But it doesn't matter. I make so much money off of YouTube, I can pretty much, go buy a house or something. So
what the hell?
It's not like we got demonetized and we don't make money off of the YouTube.
It's not like Webex would just be stealing it anyway.
Yeah. I think people, just kind of look at something. They're doing that. They must be making money off that. And you're like, no, there's no money to be made. there is no money to be made in this. This is so niche.
Not even a little.
Not even a little. No. If YouTube ever pay me, I'd be very surprised. Considering I still need another 400 and something subscribers just to even qualify for them to give me.
No, you need don't you need thousands of hours of watch
time? Oh yeah, and thousands of hours watch time. Yeah. So good luck to that. So all I can say is thank you to everyone who's pledged to our Patreon, because you've given us more than what YouTube's given us in the whole year.
Yeah, we made more last month from the Patreon than we ever have from YouTube.
And I'm not I'm not saying this month. I'm saying the first month we had the Patreon, which we basically had 3 or 4 people, and we still made more than YouTube. So everyone who's ever pledged to our Patreon, you guys are fucking amazing, and you are helping us plan for certain things that might be coming. So thank you for that. That pot will be used for something, and maybe eventually we'll spill the beans to Derek on that one. Who knows?
Terry's just taking all the money for his unemployment fund.
Well, that's what they thought I was going to do, but I'm not going to. I am going to be becoming unemployed very soon. So things are going to be tight. So expect everything to be locked behind a paywall in the Patreon from then onwards. I'm joking. I already said I would never do that. So. Yeah, but anyway, let's move on, because your thing's much more interesting than mine, and I can quite tell that by the viewers. So with the ticket types that you have, can you kind of tell us what ticket types are available for the event and kind of what they cover? Is that something you could do?
Absolutely. So basically, it's $40 advance each day, and that's general admission. That gets you into the shows. It's $70 for both days if you just want to save yourself $10 and you're going to go to both. And that just basically gets you in the door, watch the shows. But then I have a VIP tier system set up, and it starts at the $100 level, and it goes to $250, $500, and $1,000. Now, before anyone just says, "Oh my God," let me just tell you that I'm also saying that, and so is everyone else. With the $500, the $1,000, even the $250, there's nothing I can even remotely offer for that price, for those pricing levels that I feel would be justified. So just please be aware that I'm aware of that like I know those are crazy prices, and we are very, very much we're trying to figure out the best way to offer stuff at those levels.
The way I see those those tickets are kind of more like you understand how crazy this is, and you just want to help towards funding it and making sure it's successful for the idol groups. You're they're in my backyard, fuck it, have £1,000, I don't care. There's always going to be those idol fans out there that are just going to go the whole hog and get the biggest ticket. We spoke about this earlier, you know what I mean?
Just to be clear as well, you're not actually expecting, or I guess expecting is the word. You're not expecting people to just buy the $1,000 tier.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, everyone who does it,
you're going in oh yeah, people are definitely going to buy this.
So pretty much everyone who gets a ticket that's $1,000, you're like, holy fucking shit! I can't believe someone has been this generous. Is pretty much what we're trying to say.
I had no expectations. In fact, I was gonna set the limit to like 1 or 2 tickets, but I set it a little higher just to see what would happen. And same with the 500. I like because when me and Ricky we were sitting down, we are trying to think of everything we'd want to offer, what would be accessible. I mean, even just to make it remotely acceptable, or like something maybe a fan would really want. We were thinking, yeah, there's nothing we could even justify. So we tried to do our best. I'll get into that. But yeah, this was a total like, fuck it, let's just put it out there. I was mostly focusing on the 250 and the 100 because I thought, okay, that's the 100's doable. That's only $30 more than what you're gonna pay for both days anyways. So you might as well just do that. That gets you a lot of extra time. You can make a whole weekend out of it. That's great. And everybody was on board with that. And saying the 250, I'm like, well, that actually gets you a little more. So if people do those 2 tiers, I'm a happy guy. Well, I'm actually happy to announce it's been 3 days. And I already have 3 people buy the $1,000 tickets. I've had 5 or 6 people buy the 500. I've had a ton buy the 250 and a couple buy the 100. But I'm beyond blown away. Beyond. Like now, me and Ricky were like, holy shit! Like I've already met the quota I thought I was going to have. I mean, by all means, please keep buying because I've now expanded it. And also, by the way, I should tell people, if people keep buying and I actually end up with a ton of people, not just the 500,000, but I mean just overall, we might actually make the VIP event a bigger, much more larger affair. We're very open to doing that. So if you want to make it bigger, I just get more people in the door because we only have the VIP events only from 2 to 4, and that's not a lot of time to do what we're planning to do. So we're just blown away. Like, right, to be honest, thank you those that have bought the tickets. Thank you already those that have done it. Please those of you who are thinking about doing it, I would encourage you to buy it quick because of the way we have it set up.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I almost was in tears the other day because I was like, I can't believe people are already buying the crazy as hell prices because you guys that bought them, you're crazy. You're fucking nuts.
So all of that money from the crazy VIP tickets is basically the thing that's going to covering like the flights, the venue, all that sort of stuff, essentially.
I have a lot of price breakdowns. I was trying to be transparent about all those. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot, but no, to be honest, the VIP money is almost 100% going both to the chain reaction to the idols themselves. This is basically their guarantee money. So again, I'm not making anything off this. This was my gift to the idols to say like, hey, here, thank you for coming. I want to pay you something. So every dollar you spend on the VIP is pretty much going in their pockets, with the exception of, yes, I do have a set of plane tickets I have to cover still, which pretty much cover it at this point. Although I don't know because I have to work this out with the groups to see how they want to do that. And everyone's been real kind and flexible about that. But yeah, I have that, and then like food for both days for all the bands, idols, everyone. I need a few, some money for that, and there's a few other things. But yeah, I mean it's. Like having the Chroma band, for example, I want to do like a full backline. Backlines aren't cheap, especially for a 2-day rental, and because of this way it'll help actually with the set times because the first day is fucking packed, and we only have the venue from like 6 to 11, so it's like it's gonna be really tight sets, and so a backline would help speed that up tremendously. But backline, it's gonna cost me $1,000. It's gonna cost me $1,000 just to transport all these groups. You know what I mean? Like I still have some expenses that the VIP may cover, but I don't know because again, my commitment to the idols was that this is going to go in your pockets, because this makes it worth coming as far as a monetary perspective comes. Yeah. So I don't know, we'll see.
So basically, all the guys that are getting the VIP stuff, you're crazy, but you're doing Derek, and not only Derek, more importantly, you're doing the idols a massive favor in making sure that they're supported for this endeavor. Essentially, is what we're trying to say.
And if you guys doubt that, go talk to Yenemu when you see him, or go if you come to Japan, go ask Kaneko, go ask Necroma, and they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, Derek pocketed the money, or they're gonna tell you, no, we got paid, it was awesome. And then guess what they're gonna say? They're gonna say the latter, because none of these people would do this if I didn't do that. And also, reputation here in Japan is everything. You say one wrong thing, you do one wrong thing, it has a lasting stain. If I were to do even something remotely to that, I couldn't even fucking attend an idol show. Like I'd be banned. So I'm not about to do suicide for myself as far as like what I love the most in life at this point, which is the idol world, just because I need a few extra bucks. Like I said, I don't need it. I mean, I'm not the richest guy, but I have a job, so I don't need to do that for this reason. And again, I don't need to keep emphasizing that point. But this is what I mean. Like that money, it's going all to the idols. Like I want to make it worth. Like I want to give a reason why Yenemy, thank you for taking a whole week off your schedule to come play 2 days. You know what I mean? Like thank you. So it's really nice of them. Same with Necrom and Hanako. They don't have to do this, but they're doing it because they believe in this and they think it's a cool thing. I think it's a cool thing. I want to merge American and Japanese culture. I want people to see what I see every day here and I love. And some people can't do that, when coming to Japan. So come to the show and spend. If you spend $100, you get to get in the door. You know what I'm saying? You get to see the VIP. You get a VIP entrance. You get to meet an idol. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So back on track. Speaking of the venue, because obviously we've already spoke about the venue a few times, but we've only really spoke about it in name. The chain reaction, from what we kind of looked at pictures and that sort of stuff and videos, it actually kind of reminds us a bit of some of the live houses in Japan. Kind of, what was your?
It looks nicer than a lot of the live houses.
Yeah, it does. In all honesty, so what was your kind of thought process, or how did you become to pick that particular venue in the end?
Chain is legendary. My old band played there a couple times, so that's where it came from. The guy who's booking Andy that set this up with me, he used to be a fan from the Second Story window of my old band. So he, it was one phone call, and basically he was like, "This is fucking awesome. Let's do it." So all props to the Chain. They have been more than accommodating, and they're one of the few venues out there that just, it's like anything goes. It's just like if you like hardcore metal, you live in LA, you have probably been to a show.
I've seen some pretty wild videos already of stuff taking place in Chain.
And it's intimate. It's super intimate. You will be literally, there's no barrier. Your face will be right at the stage. It surrounds the stage. It's these idols are in for a treat because they're gonna be really like in front of the fans, much like how I did with the Whiskey, after Whiskey, the VIP show.
From looking at it, I feel like they're probably gonna feel quite at home in the setting of the venue.
Yeah,
it does feel a bit like a Japanese live house, especially in the way the stage and the speakers and everyone's kind of funneled towards the stage. The stage is kind of high, but at the same time, there's no barrier or anything. You literally, if you fall forward, you're gonna fall on the stage, or at least a front speaker or something. So be careful with that.
Amazing. And and I wanted to say too, as far as the ticket things go, like the Sunday, we're gonna have the VIP event that's from 2 to 4, but again, could expand if we get a lot of people, like more than I can accommodate in those 2 hours. But let me kind of break that down, because I think there was some confusion to that, and maybe we can end on that. So basically, the VIP event is like this. It's gonna be done Seribungo style. I'm probably butchering the Japanese there. But what that means is how you're going to be rewarded based on the level of ticket price you get and how quick you buy. And obviously we already have people who are going to be rewarded handsomely because they're first in line to get this, but still plenty of good spots left. Even at the $100 level, you're still going to do good. But what it means is this: you're going to be able to line up first, essentially for who you want to meet, because the whole point of the VIP is that you get to do individual checkies. Before, when Necroma came, it was basically just group checky. Hi, thank you. You meet them, they send the poster. Just because we were pressed for time. But this time, I wanted to make plenty of time. All the idols are going to be lined up. You're going to be able to go to any idol you want. You'll be able to meet them. They're going to do a traditional checky. Hanako's going to do 2 different types: a regular checky and a destroy checky, where she chokes you out. So be handling her line myself, just because I expect hers to have a humongous line. But the other ones are also going to do like a two level style, like a sign checky, and I think something else they're going to do just a normal photo. We're still working on that, but that'll be announced day of the show. It's going to be flexible. But basically, for Seribungo, if you bought a $1,000 ticket and you're the very first person that bought it, and I already have that person, they're basically, where do you want to line up? You're going to meet that girl first. But after they're done, they go to the back of the line. It's not like they're going to they can go to the next line, the next girl, and cut everybody, because then all the people that buy the $100 tickets, they're not going to get a chance. So just to clarify, that just gets you in first place, and then you go to the back of the line, but the line starts with you again. So if you reline up for your favorite girl, you're starting that line again, obviously, but you're not going to cut anyway. So Seribungo basically is a way to keep things organized, because I don't think the person who bought a $100 ticket the day before the show and camped out the night before the VIP and is first in line at the door should be in front of the guy who bought the $1,000 ticket, yesterday. That's not fair, in my opinion. So that's how that's set up. As far as what's being offered, we have some things that maybe need clarified. For the $100 tier, that gets you into the VIP, and you can take as many checkies as time permits with that. That also gets you an unsigned poster and a photo set. Now, the photo sets, not sure who that will be. I have to talk again. This is going to be kind of up in the air. Probably all three idol groups artists will do this. It might be random. We're trying to figure that out now, but it's going to be a photo set. The poster is not the East Meets West Music Festival poster that's put out. I just want to be very clear about that. It will be a special one-of-a-kind poster. We're thinking about actually doing a photo session with all three groups. You will not be able to get that anywhere else. I'm not even going to release the image online. You will have to literally go to the VIP, and that will be the first time anybody will ever see that poster. And so there's only going to be a limited amount made, and that will be a hot ticket item. So I was thinking, like, if I'm going to do a poster, I don't want some junky thing that you can get anywhere. You will only literally be able to get it if you're in the VIP. So at least that's something I thought would be cool for all the people that collect stuff, John.
So basically, if you're so basically, if what you're saying is, if you're already going to both days, that's what, $70? If you get both days, it's $70, right? The dual ticket. So it's only like an extra $30 on top of the dual ticket.
Come on, yeah, you're getting in.
And yeah, but you're getting into the VIP, so you can go do checky, and you're getting the post and the photo set anyway.
And checkies, by the way, they are paid checkies. This is done Japanese style. This will get you into the entrance, but you will still have to pay for the checkies. But checkies are gonna be like 10.
So wait, what's $100 in pounds? Wait, let me work this up, because obviously like being British 70. Is odd. So basically, it's 70 British pound. So for those of you who don't know,
that's how much I'm paying for VIP for Necro in London.
Yeah, in London, that's how much we're paying for VIP for Necro in London. And obviously, and then the ticket is 70. So basically, the ticket is £17 for, I think, £17, Gary. It's £17, £18.
Yeah, plus like £2, whatever.
Yeah, so it's probably about it's about £90 tops, I think, for
which is about probably $120.
Yeah, but that's
only for Necro.
That's only for Necro. So that VIP is only for Necro, and of course that's only a 1 day, 1 night show. Like considering you're doing 2 full days with multiple groups, you get a poster, a photo set, and entry to the VIP.
We still have to pay for like checky.
Oh yeah, we still got to pay for checky and merch. Yeah, because it's normal Bupan as far as I'm aware. So yeah.
It's normal Bupan, yeah. So you pay $10, $15. Those are our 2 tier levels. At least at this point, I don't plan to make it more. Yeah. Again, just got to get permission from Yanamu and Hanako that's okay, because I know Chroma's all right with that. But I don't see them saying they want more. And then you're gonna you keep looping all the lines you want until we run out of time. I mean it's just basically everybody that gets in will get at least 1 checky. I fucking guarantee that. So you will at least get 1 chance. But again, if it's not that big, you're going to be able to do a lot more. If it becomes a huge thing, I will increase the times. I'll move it to a bigger venue or whatever. Maybe the chain will let us have the place a little longer. Again, all props to the chain for this.
All people need to do is select their Oshi very smart, and you will be able to loop many, many times if you are someone who selects your Oshi very smart. Then you might be okay.
To be honest, I think every girl in every group is gonna be, their lanes are all gonna be pretty packed, because Yanamu, this is Yanamu's first time out of the country. I think they're gonna be packed. Necroma, their fans are loyal. I actually feel a lot of the Necroma fans and Yanamu fans are planning on coming from Japan to this. I've been hearing rumors that they're all talking about doing this here, which would make me happy. So yeah, and Hanako, you better get your ticket fast, because I have a feeling she will have the biggest line of the night. I'm guessing, but I don't know, because it might turn out that Necroma will, because this is their return, and they crushed it.
Hanako won't be too bad, because no one will be able to loop, because they'll be unconscious after the checky, so it'll be all right. So Hanako's queue should be pretty good. So she should be all right. Just tell her not to squeeze too tightly, because you want them to come back. That's what you have to tell her.
Yeah, Paprika Marie will probably be with Hanako translating, so we might have that, and then we'll have some translators floating around. But again, I think part of the joy, that the fun part of meeting these girls is not having that, and you have to learn your Japanese. So go learn some Japanese and just have that fun, sometimes awkward, but always fun encounter with the idols. But yeah, with Hanako's special case, just because I have a feeling her line's going to be insane, so I'm going to be running that myself. The 250 tier, obviously, you're going to get everything you got with the $100 tier, but we're trying, we're gonna work on a T-shirt. I think something special for the fest. I don't know. Do you guys like shirts that have like festivals on it that say, hey, East Meets West Fest. Like, would you be into that? Because I'm just curious about ideas for that. We're still figuring that out.
If it's on the back, you know, and it's got, you know, the 2 dates and the group's names and that sort of stuff, I think a lot of people would still like it to have, you know, some sort of cool picture or something on it. Normally it's, you know, normally it's cool design on the front, you know, festival dates on the back, but if that's expensive, you could just do cool picture on the front, maybe with the date at the bottom or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out. I don't know, because like commemorative T-shirts sometimes, like I mean personally, like I don't particularly like those. I would never wear something like that. But then there's a lot of people that like that, so we're thinking about doing that or just doing something fun or cool with that. The pen lights, we're still working on that too. Like I don't want to give out a garbage bullshit pen light because there's some real cheap ones out there, but I'm trying to get like a nice quality one.
Oh, Derek,
you know?
Here's one. I'm sure a lot of people will say this. No white shirts, please. Could they be black? A lot of people. A lot of people are gonna want black T-shirts. Yeah.
Well, we might even be a different color. I don't know. We might. I mean, black's. I don't want to say boring because like my whole wardrobe's black shirts pretty much. But I
get a nice heather gray and we can meet in the middle.
No, dude, we need a hot pink shirt.
Hot, but I would be you with the hot pink.
I'll go full cyber on that. Yeah, I get a Maslow pink style shirt. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, we're gonna figure that out. Again, Ricky's really big on quality control, and I defer to him with a lot of this because he's super quality control freak guy, and I love that about him. So I think, you know, we're all going to come up with something everybody in the groups agree. So but we have plenty of time for that. And again, we're not even going to unveil that until the day. So I got.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, the photo set, obviously that's a signed one. That's an easy one. Then the unique items, starting at the $500 tier. The unique items now. This is I can't justify $1,000 and $500 no matter what I offer. So again, please understand that people out there, like, I know these are crazy prices, but the unique items.
Derek, why are you charging people $1,000 just to get Checky? That's what I've heard a lot of people say.
No, it's to help. It's to help with cost. That's purely it. I actually would not charge anything for techies, and neither would the groups. No one wants to charge, but that's just how it has to be because I got bills to pay, and these bills need to get paid. Or, you know, I refuse to let the show be a show that's in the red. My Necromator was totally in the green, and this will also be in the green because I want to be successful. Because guess what? If it's successful, guess what's going to happen? It's going to happen again. So
I hear in Japan that getting results is very important.
It's extremely important. Its reputation is everything here. So this can't fail, you know. And plus, it means too much to me. It means too much to everybody involved. I mean, like, these groups are doing this because I asked them to. Think about that. Like, I can't have them come here and this bomb. But so far, it's not. So far, it's 100%. We're good, you know. I'm marching towards that. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, like, that's to the $500 and $1,000 tier, a unique item from each group. I'm telling you though, it's gonna be some special stuff. If you are a true idol fan, like as far as like collector type idol, I mean, if you just come to show.
Oh, don't tell John that because otherwise he's gonna be searching for £1,000. Please don't.
Why are you telling us this? Like, do you not want John to come to Japan this year?
John,
no,
keep that money, please, for Japan, please. I've got to admit,
I can tell you right now,
this show's looking good. I would really like to go, but yes, redundancy and stuff not happening. Maybe.
Like, I think with the unique item, I think right now for sure I can say this very comfortably. Again, this could change, but I think Hanako-san will be like doing special drawings for everybody. And she's a great artist, so expect something amazing with that. But then also, like, Yanamu, I think they're gonna come up with something really awesome, and I don't even want to tell you what Ricky's. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous. So, you know, the unique items will be fun, but I'm keeping them a surprise because I think at this point we really want some time to think about how crazy we're going to get with that. Again, it's going to depend how many tickets are sold. We were expecting, like, you know, 1 or 2 tickets at these levels. So now that we actually are getting a cool amount, like, they got to really think about it a little more. We're thinking about doing even more with that, and that segs into 1,000. You know, that unique item is going to be special for that too. That's going to be really special. But also, you're going to get a signed frame large photo of the member of your choice from any of the groups. All the groups have been okay with that. So, like, for example, if Ichika from Yanamu is your Oshi, we're going to get a nice photo of her. We're going to get that framed, signed. That's pretty cool. Also, special personalized video, the girl of your choice, Oshi of your choice. So, again, these are things that if you are into this stuff like hardcore, this is the only thing I could possibly think of to offer. And actually, a lot of this was Ricky's ideas too, because he was thinking, this would be something he would be into as a fan. So I hope that's something. Again, it's when you factor out everything it's going to cost to even do all this. I mean, the $1,000 becomes not much less, but less. But again, all this is going to the pockets of the groups and the Chain Reaction, who very much deserve it for hosting this. So please consider doing this and do it fast, because again, Stereo Bundle will be fully taking into effect. You'll be given a number, and you're going to want to be upfront and close, because you think about it. You be the first in line to meet the girl that you adore in the group. That's awesome. That says a lot about what you're doing this for. Again, I don't care if you're the 100th person by the 100 ticket. I'm happy no matter where you're at. And I hope you'll be happy too. But this is the best way we thought we could do it. And I hope that's okay for people out there. And if you have any questions, just ask me. Or if you don't like it, piss off and die, I guess, because I don't care. But this is really the best way we felt. Everybody agreed to. All the groups are happy with this. That's all I care about. And as long as the fans come and really have a great time, mission fucking accomplished. And that's all I'm after. Go and have fun. Stop bitching about it. So it's
well
not even
said.
happened yet.
Well said. That's all I can say on that one.
People complaining probably aren't going anywhere.
Also a very good point. Also a very valid point. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for our talk with Derek today. And I'm hoping that it's enlightened a few of you, maybe put straight a few misguided individuals, even though you'll probably still be around to fucking complain, because that's what you do. You have too much salt in your negativity burritos, and you need to lay them off because it's bad for your cholesterol. And then you will have to go eat shit and die because of that burrito. So is this the new phrase now? It's like, don't DM me, bro. Go eat shit and die. Yeah, I can work with that. But yeah, it's been awesome having you again, Derek. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. It's nice of Gary to have joined us back from his early end show, and it's been also really, really nice that you guys have all joined us. All 28 of you still with us. Quite clearly, just here to listen to Derek's positivity as usual. So before you all leave, because I'm chatting rubbish, I'm just gonna let us all sign out. I don't think we need to. We don't really need to share anything today. I'm pretty much just good with going. Are you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're all good with going. I'm just gonna say a big thank you to everyone who is with us today. Hopefully that's helped a few people out. I know some people probably still won't care, but I'm hoping it's set a few people straight. Derek's been as transparent as we can. We are fully supporting the East Meets West Fest here at the Alternative Idol podcast. Music Fest, yeah. Just put that in there, in the little bracket, yeah. Here at the Alternative Idol podcast, and of course John as well will be supporting it as well. And big shout out to the guys from J-Pop Rocks for doing those interviews. They're awesome. Maybe we'll have to do a collab at some point. Only they're much better at video than I am. Who knows? So yeah, big shout out from me, John and Gary. Do you want to say your goodbyes, and then we'll let Derek sign us out?
Hey guys, I was here. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh yeah, just plodding along, keeping it real.
Cool. And Mr. Derek, if you want to sign yourself out for the end of the night and say goodbye to everyone, that'd be great.
Alternative Podcast for having me. I love you guys to death. Thank you all the people that listen, and also to please come to the East Meets West Music Fest August 18th, 19th, and also please support my Patreon page too, because this helps me because I have no money. No, just kidding. It's just overall just one final note. My words are a little bit strong today just because I really do not like when people don't understand how this stuff works. But I also want you guys to know that this is really a labor of love. All of us here are doing this for love of the idol world. And please keep supporting. And thank you guys. And that's been us here at Alternative Podcast. Thank you.
And we shall see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.